Dozens of Palestinians have returned to the southern Gazan city of Khan Yunis after spending months in Egypt, separated from their families. Most had travelled to Egypt for medical treatment and were able to come home after the Rafah boarding crossing between Egypt and Gaza partially reopened. The returnees, transported to their neighbourhoods aboard buses marked with the United Nations signs and escorted by ambulances and UN vehicles as well. The limited reopening last week of Rafah marking a key step in the US negotiated ceasefire. Well, we're going to cross live then to Jerusalem, talk to our correspondent Noga Polsky, who joins us from there. Noga, this limited opening then at Rafah seems to be having some real effect, at least.
It is, but limited is really the key word in what you just described. Gaza is a population, was before the war, population center of about 2.2 million people, it's estimated, living under a siege for many years, about 17 years since Hamas took over in a coup d'etat against the Palestinian Authority. And this is one of these rare moments in what appears to be the end of the war, or many hope will be the end of the war, as part of Trump's ceasefire deal, in which several dozen people who were extremely badly wounded during the war, so badly wounded that they received rare permissions to exit Gaza for medical treatment. As you say, we're able to return. It's not just to Khan Yunis, but we do have these images from Khan Yunis. These are heartwarming images, but I think we have to emphasize that the Rafah border crossing is barely open. Very few people, relatively speaking, have been able to cross in either direction. Israel is putting on major limitations, and Egypt is very fearful of a flood of people emanating from Gaza to its territory. I want to add one little detail that adds a specific political complication for Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu now, just before his trip to Washington, D.C., and it's that these people that we're seeing, the Gazans who have been allowed to return to Gaza, have State of Palestine stamped on their passports. This is something that the Israeli Prime Minister long promised Israelis he would never, ever allow. So we should expect some fireworks about that small little technical detail.